Hello, this is Sula speaking, and you're watching a commentary video on League of Legends. This is part 2 of a video featuring Annie, and this is my second time playing Annie ever, so don't expect to see anything too terribly spectacular in this video. In this game, I am playing as Annie, like I said. We're playing with a number of people who are new to the game. For example, I'm playing with Kyan right here, who's playing as Kayle, and I believe that this is Kyan's third or fourth game ever playing League of Legends. So this is partly a teaching game and partly a learning experience for a number of the people on our team. Speaker, playing as Xin Zhao with the name Ciderberg, is going to be the featured person in this video, as you'll quickly see. He's managed to get a couple kills already, which has translated into extra gold, extra experience. Now he's going to come up top and try to help us here. We're going to try to get a kill. What I meant to do was drop Tibbers and stun them, but I accidentally hit the wrong key, so I used up my stun on the Molten Shield for Annie. So Speaker does manage to kill Annie, and I, do some damage to Amumu, but unfortunately he's able to slip away. Now that was my mistake completely, because I meant to drop Tibbers on the other team and stun them, but like I said, I accidentally hit the E key instead, which pulled up my shield, and so instead of stunning the other team with Tibbers, I used up my stun, shielding myself. Anytime you start with a new champ, getting sort of the hotkeys right is a big thing. So my mistake, big problem there. We did get Annie, but together we could have gotten both of them pretty easily if I had gotten things right. Now right here, I can see that the last minion's about to die, so I walk out, and Kyan sticks around just a little bit too long. Minor detail there, since he's just able to heal the damage, but Kyan, if you're watching this, just a lesson for the future, you stuck around just a little bit too long there, and so took a shot from the tower. Nothing too critical, but a little minor point for the future. When you start out with this game, one thing I've noticed over and over again is people just stick around a little bit too long or too aggressive in general. I mean, it's just something that you get the hang of as you play the game more, so minor issue. Now, Speaker is hiding sort of back there, you can see in the brushes. Speaker actually harassed the Amumu when he was walking towards that tower, so their team is stuck in the position of having to tower hug right here, because as soon as they come out from the safety of that tower, Speaker is going to attack them, and we forced them to use Summoner Heal there again, so we're putting pressure on them from this side, Speaker is putting pressure on them from the other side, if they even know he's there, which I'm not sure that they do. So as soon as we have enough minions, we'll have a decent chance of being able to push on and get this tower. One effect of getting these kills and the fact that the Amumu and Annie have been dying, as you can see, now I'm a couple levels ahead of them. I'm level 10, Amumu's only level 8, and he comes out to engage for some reason, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. As soon as he comes out from the safety of that tower, 3 of us are going to jump him, and that's it for him. Once again, when you're out-leveled in a situation like this, granted there's not a whole lot you can do, it's a very tough situation, but one thing you definitely don't want to do is come out and engage away from the safety of your tower. If you're going to fight and you're behind and in a difficult situation, then by all means do fight right by your own tower. Now Annie's sticking back. Annie is actually doing the correct thing, which is to stay back amongst the safety of the tower, but Speaker is pretty fed with items and kills here, so Speaker's just going to charge out and come after Annie, and he pulls off his combo, he stuns her, uses his ult, and Annie is a squishy champ, doesn't have much of a chance there. Speaker was 4 levels higher, Speaker's got much better items, and that was it for Annie. Once somebody starts to get ahead, it can be really hard to catch up in this game. So Speaker is well out in front of the snowball effect right now. I think that he's already at, I'm not sure how many kills, I think he's already at 5 or 6 kills at this point, and it's only going to continue snowballing from here. I'm up to almost 2,500 gold, so I'm going to go back and chop. Meanwhile, Speaker and Kyan are going to continue the fight. Is Tristana going to get away? Looks like she is going to get away because Rammus chooses to engage. And I was short of buying money for Rod of Ages, but then Sunrise and our Kennen player took out the tower at the bottom, so that gave me an extra 100 gold, and that allowed me to finish my Rod of Ages, so that was very nice. Thank you for doing that, guys. Here's another minion wave, so I'm going to farm up some more gold. I use my Incinerate ability, which shoots out that cone of fire to take out a couple of them, and it seems like Speaker did manage to get that Rammus player, so that Rammus player saved their Tristana, but by getting involved in the fight, that meant that it was killed by Speaker. So Speaker's running around in the enemy jungle right now, which is always a dangerous thing to do, but he's so fed up on items, he's in pretty good shape. Alright, pop off my Cone of Flame again, then start using my Disintegrate farming skill, and I was able to get most of the gold there. That Disintegrate Bolt is such a great farming skill because, as I said in the previous video, anytime you kill an enemy with it, it refunds the mana cost, which means that you should, in theory, every time it comes off cooldown, be killing a minion with it and getting, getting free gold for no mana cost, which is great. Now we're going to go out to the tower here. Here comes out the enemy team to engage, which means we should get out of there. But Kayan once again sticks around a little bit too long, longer than he should. I want them to chase here because I have my ultimate up, I have Tibbers ready, and I have my stun, which means that I can start hitting this Rammus player. Rammus should escape and get out of there, but instead he charges towards us for some reason. He's taking more and more damage all the time, and he's not going to win that fight. I have the superior level, I've got better items. He's not going to have much of a chance. Tristana shoots me, but that doesn't do anything. Speaker kills her. Then their Annie sticks around. I'm going to hit her with my flame, and Kennen ultimately gets the kill there. So that was 3 kills for them. They got 1 kill on us. They killed Kayan, unfortunately, in large part because Kayan had taken that tower fire earlier from sticking around the tower earlier. So stuck around just a little bit too long there again, Kayan, just for your own reference in the future. Now, but now with their team dead, that means 3 of them are currently killed, and they won't be up for a minute or two, so that means we're going to get this tower. And while we're doing this, that means Amumu is going to come defend this tower, but that means that Sunrise, playing as Ashe, can push the bottom lane. And Amumu comes out, but Amumu is under-leveled. I'm 4 levels higher than him, so I'm going to hit him with all my spells, and that combined with Kennen's attack will kill him pretty easily. Once again, there Amumu, you know, he's doing his best, you know, so give him credit for trying to defend, but he came out and fought a 2v1, and both Kennen and myself were 4 levels higher than him, and, you know, you're just not going to win that fight. So what he should have done was just stick back by his tower. That would have been the safe, smart play. Now that I'm almost out of mana, I'm going to go back and I'm going to refill, buy some more items. You can see there's more trash talking going on back and forth between our Kennen player and the other team, but I'm just going to ignore that. I don't really care. I'm not intimidated by anything that the other team is doing right now, so instead of buying defensive items, I'm just going to go straight for Zanya's Ring, get the most ability power possible. Of course, there's a number of different items I could get here, but that's never really a bad choice for a character that relies so much on ability power. Now I was going to go to the top lane, but then I decided, you know what, the Golem buff, the blue buff is up, and that'll be useful for the future, so I'm going to go get that. Meanwhile, while I'm doing that, a team fight breaks out, and Speaker gets 1 kill. The team fight keeps going, and Speaker gets a 2nd kill against Tristana. And then Speaker gets a triple kill, and wait for it. Quadra kill. So well done, Speaker. Killed 4 members of their team. Their Rammus hid back by the tower, so no pentakill in this video, but Speaker did get the quadra kill there. Very impressive. This is one place where I really wish that the League of Legends would have a replay feature, because obviously I'd rather be showing you that fight than showing me fighting the Golem. But unfortunately, there's no StarCraft 2 type replay feature for this game at the moment. Maybe someday they'll add it. That would be very nice if they could. I wish I could have been watching that fight, but you know, I was taking on the Golem, and unfortunately, I do have to watch that. I can't just, you know, auto attack against the Golem with someone like Annie. So that's what was going on there. Of course, typical to online games, you'll see people complaining back and forth there, people taunting one another. Our Kennen player, of course, insisted that the reason why Speaker got the 4 kills was that, you know, they were his kills and deservedly should have been his. So unfortunately, League of Legends has both the best aspects of playing online, playing with the team, working with other people, also some of the worst aspects of playing, people griefing, complaining, people taunting one another. Well, you get the bad with the good, unfortunately. This is why I always prefer to play this game with friends. So I don't really like this game solo queue, but anyway, here comes some of their team. And they're 3 of them there defending that tower. Well, we're not going to be able to push in there, so let's head off to another lane. That's a bad fight. 2 of us plus the tower, we're not going to be able to take that on. So you know, Kain and I are just going to back off, and we'll in the meantime we'll kill some of these creeps, kill some of these minions, get a little bit extra gold, and be prepared to continue the fight later on. Their team actually wanted to surrender, but you can't surrender in this game until the 25-minute mark, so the game will continue for the moment. Another example of how people, as I've said before, just give up really quickly in this game. Alright, now their team is mostly mid right now. I think I see 4 of them in mid right now, so we don't want to engage them 2 versus 4, so we're just going to back off for a little bit. That's a bad fight for us. So, and we're pinging Kyan on the map right there, telling him, you know, don't stand there. If they all come for you, you're gonna die. Right there, I'm harassing Annie. She has her ultimate up for some reason. I don't know why she summoned Tibbers in a situation like that. Didn't do anything. And now we're gonna go in and engage. I have my stun up. I have Tibbers, so I'm gonna summon Tibbers on top of Amumu and stun him. Speaker gets the kill again, and then out comes Annie, and her ultimate is down. She can't use it, so I'm gonna kill her. Now 3 members of their team are dead. And with 3 of them down, we're going to be able to push this lane and go straight into their base. Speaker is going to grab the Wraiths up there. Between Kennen and myself, we farm up the enemy minion tier, and we will push into the base. One other thing I'll mention is that Tibbers, in order to control Tibbers, you have to alt-click, and unfortunately I don't think that you can rebind that key. What I should have done was had Tibbers come in behind the minions, because as you can see the tower focused him first, and so he died very quickly. That was bad. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm still trying to get the hang of controlling Tibbers. He's pretty tough to control because that alt key is not close to the other keys. Wish you could bind it to something else. Anyway, another team fight's going to break out. Speaker charges in. We blow up Rammus, and their Kennen sneaks away. We're not going to get him, but we've already managed to kill their tower. Now we can go for their inhibitor here. Once we kill their inhibitor, we'll be spawning the super minions, super creeps. 3 of them are here, but it's 4 of us against 3 of them, and we are all much higher levels than the rest of them. So Amumu charges in. I'm going to engage him along with Kennen. Meanwhile, Speaker's going to charge and just destroy their Tristana. He's going to also blow up their Annie, and meanwhile at the bottom, together Kennen and I are going to kill that Amumu. So 3 of them took on the 4 of us, and that was a very uneven fight. Kyan, for your own reference in the future, you can engage a little bit more in that fight. And we hit the 25-minute mark, and boom, the other team surrenders. The instant that the game hits the 25-minute mark. So they wanted no part of that battle, and maybe rightly so, because the game was, for all intents and purposes, over. Anyway, good game. Thanks for playing, guys. Speaker, 17 kills. So Speaker was legendary in that game. I thought I played a rather solid game myself with 5 kills and 8 assists, no deaths. Rather well done. Sunrise, nice job pushing that bottom lane. I didn't capture you too much in this video because you were always bottom lane, but good job down there. You played quite well for your first game, I would say. Kyan, nice job on the assists. 13 assists is excellent. You popped off a lot of good heals for us. And as you get a better sense of this game, you'll be able to play more aggressively as well. Note finally, once again, the total number of minion kills. You can see how Speaker and I were both far out in front of the enemy team. With Speaker's 17 kills, he got plus the benefit for First Blood. Speaker got about 5,500 gold from that. So altogether, Speaker had probably 6,000 or 7,000 more gold than the enemy team there. So that's why he's got the better items, and that's why we were able to win the game. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you again later.